Over the past few years, a lot of youngsters have gotten hype from the footballing world. Names like Erling Haaland, Kylian Mbappe, Pedri, Vinicius Jr. all come to mind when thinking of players who have made their way through the ranks with media recognition. However, one player who has not gotten enough recognition from the media is Jamal Musiala. The Bayern Munich star has been lighting it up in the Bundesliga for the past year and still seems to not get the recognition he deserves. What's up guys, it's Let's Talk Football here, and today we look at how good is Jamal Musiala. Over the past year, Jamal Musiala has really made a name for himself at Bayern Munich and is even paving his way as a consistent starter in the starting 11. With his name picking up some sort of recognition in the Bundesliga, it seems the rest of the world is a bit slow to catch on. Still a teenager, Jamal Musiala is doing things most footballers could never dream of doing. Bayern have rewarded his world-class play by preferring Musiala to the experienced Leroy Sané on the left flank. That should tell you everything you need to know already. Throughout the past year, in Europe's top 5 leagues, Musiala is above the 95th percentile in total shots, non-penalty XG, assists, and shot creating action.
Holy shit!
It's hard to find anyone better at progressing the ball forward. He averages 0.36 goals and 2.56 shots per 90 minutes. Statistics unheard of a player this young in midfield. And one person who has taken those statistics into account is coach Julian Nagelsmann, who even elected to put Musiala into the starting 11 on match day 1. A bold call for someone so young, but it paid off dividends. Frankfurt's defense had no answer for Musiala's pace as he consistently breezed right through without a care in the world. Musiala leads the Bundesliga in his duels won. It feels like he's the perfect player to run the manager Julian Nagelsmann system that emphasizes flexibility. A coach can pretty much throw Musiala anywhere in front of their defense and expect decent results with his versatility. Any manager would love to have a player like that on their hands, and luckily Julian Nagelsmann is using him to perfection as Musiala can play all over the pitch, and Nagelsmann has realized that and has been testing the waters with him throughout the first few games of Bayern Munich. With Bayern's quality, the sneak peek of combination plays we've been seeing has been so enjoyable to watch. It's hard to see how an opposing team could stop this attack, except from parking the bus to the extreme. Musiala's pace, passing, and dribbling, 2.65 completed per 90 minutes, make him the complete package. The 19-year-old is simply the present and the future of the club, and seems to be going nowhere in the starting 11, as Julian Nagelsmann has really found his player. And as I said before, that player is extremely versatile. Let's take a look at some of the positions that Julian Nagelsmann has already placed Musiala in, to really pinpoint which one is his best. Starting off with the most common of his positions, which is the winger position. More specifically, left wing. As I said before, Musiala is even getting the nod ahead of veteran Leroy Sané, who came to Bayern Munich to get consistent starts. However, Musiala is simply that good, and what he brings to the left wing position is nothing but special. This role displays Musiala's mastery of one-on-one and his top speed of 20.3 miles an hour. Add to this his ever-bulging eye for a goal, and you can see how Musiala is developing into a devastating force from out wide. Of his 13 Bundesliga career goals, 9 have come as a normal winger, and while his starting position tends to be on the left wing, his average position when he starts out wide is far more central than you'd think. By drifting in from the flanks, Musiala is able to slip away from his fullback and get closer to Bayern's central striker in order to pose a greater threat in front of goal. With Sané, Kingsley Coman, and Serge Gnabry all world-class options out wide, and the arrival of Sadio Mane at the club this summer, it looked like Musiala would find it increasingly difficult to get regular minutes out wide. Instead, the fluidity that Mane in particular brings to the Bayern attack is allowing Musiala to flourish, and the pair shared men of the match day honors on the opening weekends, as their link-up play and overall game was simply too special to watch. The next position that Musiala can play is defensive midfielder.
Sorry, what?
Yes, it is puzzling how a left winger can go all the way back to defensive midfielder, but that's just how much of a talent Jamal Musiala is. With Joshua Kimmich sidelined for 6 weeks last term, Musiala was employed as a 6 or a defensive midfielder in Bayern's most used 4-2-3-1 formation during that run. With Jamal, in retrospect, I am annoyed that I didn't test him at 6. I should have done that earlier, I'm annoyed about that, said Nagelsmann at the time. Naturally, it requires more industry than inspiration, and Musiala can provide both. He motors through an average of 7.5 miles per 90 as a defensive midfielder, nearly half a mile more than he tallies as an attacking midfielder. He is also involved in the game much more than when he plays as a winger. 65 touches to 60, as well as having a natural knack to break up the play, Musiala fits perfectly into the central defensive midfielder position, and Julian Nagelsmann can use him there whenever he pleases. And finally, the attacking midfielder role. The youngster who was born in Germany but grew up in England has a preference for the role just behind the central striker, and even when he starts wide left, he naturally drifts into central areas, as I said. And if he sticks his attacking midfielder position, it seems all but locked that he will replace club legend and international legend Thomas Muller at the number 10 position.
But yeah, we in Bayern, we have Robert Lewandowski.
Similar to Muller, Musiala has found a knack for being in the right place at the right time, something the German international really made his name off of. And in a central position, Musiala not only gets more of the ball, 70 touches per 90 minutes, but he is also careful with it and can find pinpoint passes to break down back lines to his teammates. It's no secret that Musiala is a talent, however the recognition he deserves should be much higher. Nagelsmann has opened the season with Musiala as a central figure in his side. Wherever he plays, the talented teenager will only become more crucial to this club and country's plans in the years to come, and people really need to start catching on. But let us know in the comments down below, have you heard of Jamal Musiala, and should he be getting more recognition from the footballing world? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you guys in the next one.